Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Today we're going to talk about something which women did it for thousands of years in India, in Indian culture specifically. So women's been wearing anklets and toe rings for thousands of years, and all ages of women actually wear it. Young girls from little childhood they wear anklets, but they do not wear toe rings. And then as the girl comes to an age like 13, 14, as they get their period, they start wearing toe ring. So now it has many different aspects. So first of all, the little girls are wearing because it looks good and how it makes a beautiful twinkling sound. So the mommies and daddies and grandpa, grandma, everybody likes the little girl coming with banging their feet and making that beautiful dancing noise. But as they get older, they were even heavier, and then some cultures, like in India, some very rural village during the British time, women used to wear these anklets which were very heavy. They were like the biggest, thickest bangles, and they used to wear them in their legs and in their ankles, and these were made of silver. And very rich people there, women used to wear gold anklets. So the gold anklets were the image of being very rich, and only richest could afford to wear anklets, gold. But the silver one was worn by everybody, but the thickest and very strong anklets were worn by the farmers' wife during the British rule. And then the British took away all the lands from the farmer, and then the farmers' wives had to sell all their precious silver jewelry, their anklets. All their jewelry used to be very thick and heavy and all made out of silver. India was actually very rich in gold, silver, diamond, and all kinds of stones. But the Britishers robbed everyone, the poor people, everyone, of all those jewelry, because women sold all those jewelry to buy seeds. Get this, to buy seeds to grow food in their own land, which the Britishers took away from the Indian farmers. And they grow fruits and vegetables in their own land, and they sold their jewelry for the purpose of buying the seeds from the Britishers and then growing their food and then taking those and giving to the Britishers as taxes. And Britishers were so smart, they didn't do it themselves. They made the Indian people do it. They made the Indian people kill their own people. So I don't even want to go there, because thinking about that even makes me so sad. But the bottom line is, the Indian farmer's wife used to wear so thick anklets made out of silver. And now the reason for wearing it, not only beautifying their legs, massaging their acupressure points, and they were very healthy and never gotten sick, very rare that they have gotten sick, and they were very hardworking in their fields. And by wearing these anklets, it was believed that the woman would stay strong, healthy, and stay in the family and not get ill or not die. Now, every morning, as a woman, it was her chore to get up in the morning and clean the house and take a shower, and then they do the prayer. So now, back in the days, years ago, women really used to be very pure. Pure meaning they were not so much lying or anything. So when you are very pure and your inside and outside vibrate with the same frequency, there is no contradiction. Then when you do sit down to pray or meditate, it becomes very intense at the moment. So it was believed that if the woman did not have any metals such as gold or silver, now gold and silvers are the precious metal, and these metals protect the bodies. And so if they didn't have any of these metals during their deep meditation and prayer, they might leave their body, and then the soul will not find to get back in the body again. The woman might die early. That's one reason. Another reason, there were many, as you know, that there are many evil souls there. There are just like the evil people in this world, and they're doing so many evil things and killing people and torturing. Now imagine all those evil souls who are doing this, they will be dead one day too. And when they die, they will turn to evil ghost, evil souls. So those evil souls and evil ghosts, and they tend to get into human body, and they manifest diseases. They come as diseases and make people suffer a lot, and there will be fights and chaos and diseases and suffering. Now precious metals like gold and silver, they get rid of the negativity, negative things, or any kind of ghost and demonic things and this and that. So there were few metals which women were supposed to wear. One was a metal iron bangle. Now women always need iron, at least their early age, when they are childbearing age. So the iron bracelet was a must. An iron bracelet also gets rid of evil things, negative things. And then gold and silver. So the women used to wear all kinds of golds and silver jewelry. So the anklets were one of them. So the rich women wore the gold one, and the middle class, even poor people, they wore the silver anklets. And they came up with many designs, and as the years passed by, they became thinner. But actual anklets used to be very thick. It's like a thick bracelet, very thick and heavy. So there's to make the foot really heavy, and by constantly wearing this, their ankles used to be very strong. Now, having a strong ankle is very much needed for a woman to support her body during pregnancy and during old age, after menopause, as they tend to break their bones and things. So having a strong ankle is very necessary. So that's why they had very thick jewelry on the ankles, as if it was a some prisoner and they have chain. So basically, that is to tie them up and keep it in this world and not to go away on another dimension or another world while they are doing meditation and prayers, or not to have any kind of evil things and coming and nesting in their bodies. So that is for the anklets. And then the reason women wear after marriage, because that is just so pretty and makes so jingly noise. So after a long day of work, the husband would come and after dinner and everything, he will go to his room, and as his wife coming to the room with a glass of water or milk, usually it used to be milk with turmeric, and they would just share it. And as she coming, and he would know that she's coming and not his mother coming to visit him or say good night, because the anklets will make noise, jingly noise. So anklets makes noise all kinds, so it has a different purpose. For a little girl, his parents just enjoyed the jingly noise. For wife, the husband enjoyed the jingly noise. And same thing goes for the bangles. You know how bangles makes a pretty jingly noise like music. So married women, it was a must, a mandatory to wear the anklets, and that way they will stay in good loving relationship, stay in the family, and not have so many of diseases which was caused by evil spirits, and just continue to take care of the family and everybody's needs. So their anklets was a very important part. But today's age, women going outside working, so there is no place for anklets, and so they took it off. So now you see, by the age of 50, most women have broken their legs or ankles or hips, because there is not that heavy weight which is keeping their bones strong, and sort of like you carrying the weight all the time. As the women age, they're saying do weight bearing exercise to keep your bones healthy, but this is basically weight bearing exercise 24/7, because you're wearing so thick anklets. So that's for the anklets. Now for the toe ring or ring in the middle toe ring or any other toe ring. These toe rings are also pressuring on the acupressure point. Now the middle toe ring, the big toe ring next to it, the middle toe ring. The middle toe has a lot of different things which we need to talk about. So the middle toe ring, as the young girl became 13 and she has her first period, and wearing that toe ring from that age to the end, she will have a hormonal balance, so her periods will be on time and regulated and good, and she will not have any problems on her reproductive organs. And now when the woman is getting married, that time also it's a custom that husband give woman middle toe ring, and they actually put it, and there's a ceremony for it. So that's also for having a good reproductive organ and being able to conceive a child, and that really very helpful for wearing, because we have a lot of acupressure points in our hands and our legs, on top of our fingers and toes, so we need to press on them regularly, which does not happen. So that's why the god and goddesses used to wear all this jewelry, and every jewelry had a meaning. Not only the metal, the precious metal, the gold and silver, but also it is putting pressure on a specific point, and those points, due to their press, they used to be very extremely healthy. So they were this middle finger rings on the middle finger toe rings. These toe rings are for keeping their periods on time, keeping their reproductive organs working good, and they wear it throughout their life. And this is really the reason. And there's everything was done in the past, thousands and thousands of years ago. Everything is done through the scientific basis, and then later people try to argue that and forget the science part and make it just a jewelry or fashion, but that was not the actual reason. All were done according to the yoga and Ayurvedic medicine, and according to the old books and testaments, that these all had serious health benefits. So that's the reason when we're toe rings and anklets, and there are a lot of times women had some sort of eye infection. These eye infections were like I don't know if many people know or not. Sometimes there will be a bump on top of the eye, and eye gets swollen and red and infection. I have seen a lot in India during the summertime, and people have this infection and it'll go on for days, probably a week. But if people were big toe ring, or if they didn't have a toe ring, they can just tie a thread to the big toe, and they can keep it couple of days, and they see extreme benefits on their eye infection or problem with the eye, or having this bump on top of the eye, and it'll just go away. So our toes and our hands and the tips of our fingers and toes have all these acupressure points, and pressing on them, putting rings on them, helps us extremely for our health. So this was the little information on the anklets and toe rings, and I hope you find it useful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share, and I will see you with many more. Bye bye. Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.